Welcome to day 17. Can you believe it? Wow. We only have a few more days till Christmas, I think. 8? Yeah, 8. Oh. Today won't be horribly exciting. I have a bunch of things around the house after spending the day out all day yesterday shopping, grocery shopping and stuff. I have a hallway wall that I repainted, I don't know, in August, and I had a whole bunch of holes to patch, so it's a long hallway, so I did it in thirds. So I have the last third left, and it just needs to be sanded and the patches painted, and then I can rehang my artwork, which is standing up against the wall in our living room in a big pile. That has to get done today, just to get that stuff out of the way. It's driving everybody crazy. And the ever-present laundry, whom a friend of mine always tells me, if you can't depend on anything else, you can depend on your laundry always being there for you. Which is true. It's always there. But I have a hallway full since my laundry room is kind of small. That also needs to be taken care of today without fail, because it's like the last thing anybody wants to do. So I'm trying to multitask. So as we speak, I have laundry in, and you know, I'll do something else while it washes, and then go back, and such is life, right? The other thing is I have a few Christmas cards I haven't sent out yet. I need to do that. And the way the Postal Service is working, they probably won't get there till February, but you know, I'm gonna give it a shot. And I actually got my second of 2 Spoonflower orders, so I'm going to show you those too. It's a different format than the first time around. I won't bore you with too many details, but the patterns are so cute, I can't help but share. And other than that, I don't know. We're gonna have to see what happens, and I hope to have this uploaded later. Oh, I know what the other thing is. I did not put the specifications for the art roll on my website yet. I just didn't have an opportunity to sort it all out. I took some better photographs, but I wanna make sure I get the measurements and stuff right for you, so you know what to do and you don't end up with a, a triangular Christmas ornament instead of a flat art roll. It'd be good, right? So here we go. Let's see how the day progresses, and I don't know. We'll just have to see. Okay, so yesterday I showed you my Phillyard Spoonflower haul, and I didn't expect to get this so soon, or I wouldn't be doing this today. I got my second haul, which was part of their 50% off fat quarter sale. So again, if you're curious about Spoonflower, you can get the petal cotton. I said pearl yesterday, it's actually petal cotton. You can get fat quarters, which measure about 18 by 22 inches for around $5 just to try it out. And some of the other fabrics get a little bit more expensive, but even so, everything's 50% off. So if you're curious about chiffon or the velvet, this is your time. And it's also the time to check out the designs that you might be looking at. Or if you've uploaded your own design, print that off on a fat quarter. It gives you a great idea of what it's gonna look like big, what it's gonna look like for your project, and you haven't spent a whole lot of money. So, I gather up these things so I can have a multitude of patterns in my booth and not spend thousands of dollars trying to get there on all kinds of yardage. And then if something sells for me, I can always reorder it in bigger quantities, but I haven't spent a whole lot to find different prints and new prints and fun things. So, fat quarter, I'll kind of show you the size. This is food tattoos. Aren't they fun? Food tattoos. And then of course, if you shop with me or you know me, I have a daughter that's a biology major, about to graduate, taking finals today, which she's freaking out about. Not really, she's just nervous. She wants to get them right, but isn't that adorable? Mom has to have science things, science jewelry, science accessories. And then there's another gal that I am friends with on Facebook because I think we took a class at the same time together. She does these fantastic creatures and critters, and her name is Catherine Quinn. Whoops, they're upside down, sorry. Aren't they cute? Bring them up closer. Aren't they adorable? This is another one that I love. She does them in all different colored backgrounds. And I'm not completely positive. They look like watercolor to me. That she uploads her own stuff. She has tons of prints if you get in her shop. Catherine Quinn, she's great. And then, call me insane, but I'm already thinking about Halloween for next year. And I sell scary, spooky things all year long, so. Oh, they're sweet, they're little bats. They come 2 colors. They probably come more than 2 colors, but these were the 2 I chose. And then, back to that experimental thing again, I ordered this pattern because I wasn't positive on the screen the size of the pattern. So, pretty cool, huh? But it's gonna be an art roll or something. It's too big for, like I make zipper bags and key fobs and you can't see any of this. But this tells me this would be fabulous printed on knit. They have a performance knit and a cotton organic knit. Make a great shirt. Like even just a tank or a little t-shirt, be fabulous for that. And now here's a bad word alert. So if anybody is sensitive to swear words, now's your time to silence me or something else, because I got a couple of bad word pieces. Pretty flowers with total badass written in between. How fun is that? And then I know far too many women that are dealing with cancer on some level. And I got this to make a couple of gifts out of and to put in my line. I don't know if that must show up backwards on film, but fuck cancer. With pretty little flowers. So until you get right up on someone, you can't really tell what it says because you just think, oh, it's pink and it's pretty. Anyway, and I have one other one, but I'm not going to show it because it's a gift. Again, if you have any questions about Spoonflower, leave them in the comment section below. I'd be happy to help if anybody's curious about it. And yeah, I'll let you know what I make out of them when I get that far. was going to take a moment and just talk about something that came up this morning. I've been watching Vlogmas of other creatives that I follow on YouTube. Some great girls that sew, and another one who's a graphic artist. She's got some great stuff, and she does a great video. But one of the girls mentioned today that she's been watching some of them too, and she was feeling funny about showing off her real life and her messy bedroom, bathroom, her messy kitchen. She was sitting in her sewing studio, and behind her was a giant wall of cascading pieces of fabric. And she said she's been watching a lot of vlogs where everybody's got this neat, pristine area, and everything is perfectly pure white and clean and organized, and there's no mess, fuss, thread, nothing. And if you've been watching my videos since the beginning of Vlogmas, you know that I am sitting in a giant studio, or not giant studio, but a good-sized studio, which is a terrific and complete creative, chaotic mess. Which doesn't really mean much to me. I can function in here, and I'm gonna clean it though, because all of us kind of get to that point where everything is okay, and then all of a sudden it's not, and you have to do something about it. I'm almost there, but I can function in here just fine. I know where everything is. I know how it works. But people come in here and they just look at me like, oh my goodness, what did you do? Did you launch a grenade? My husband calls it a goat trail because I have little areas where you can get around. Men, you know. Anyway, nothing of what I video or talk about or tell about is going to be a pristine, completely clean environment. I work in this space. I live in this space. I do multiple things in this space. I sew, I create jewelry, I mosaic, I paint, you know, the list of what I do in this space is much longer than what I don't do in this space. So I'm hoping that that kind of creative mess doesn't really bother anybody, because that's just life and that's how it goes. And, you know, my space is well loved and well worked, and it's just never going to be neat and clean. So there. Let me know what your space looks like. If you're a creative and or a cook or anything that requires a space of your own, let me know what your space looks like, or leave me a picture, because I really believe, and like this other gal said today that I was watching, if your space is really that pristine, you probably don't use it that much, or you spend half your life, 3/4 of your life, cleaning and maybe not creating enough. So I guess the point of the whole story is I'm giving you permission to make a big fat creative mess. So. You're still out there. What are you doing? Go do something creative.